What's going on? It's your boy Lawrence Kane Jr. Welcome to another episode of the Money Mondays podcast, man, where financial success happens on purpose. Super excited for another episode. Super excited to, be in the fourth quarter, right? This has been a long year. There's been some fun things. We're getting into some more great things in the community. We just started some more programming within Cincinnati Public Schools. We're preparing for a trip to FinCon. So I'm actually speaking at FinCon, which is the biggest financial education conference in the United States. So it's my first time going and I'm speaking at it, right? So we got that coming up in the next couple weeks. On October 18th to be exact. I'm actually speaking on October 19th on a panel with some phenomenal people. So super excited about that. We have the if you're listening or watching this on before October 11th, we are doing our financial empowerment workshop where you can pay whatever you want, right? $1 or more, whatever you got, pay what you weigh. So super excited about that. Go to abundanceuniversity.net to hop on that webinar. Again, I'll be providing some more in-depth tips regarding the principles and the pillars that we talk about with Abundance University. So that being said, let's get into today's topic, which is going to be really about our earning, right? One of the pillars in our finances and what we teach here at Abundance University is earning. Right, that's one of the most important pieces of our financial blueprint. We go to work almost every day. We always talk. That's one of the biggest goals that people go into the new year having. Right, we work for a year. We want to get a raise. Right at the end, at the beginning of the next year. So, earning is a focal point for a lot of us. And when we talk about earning money and growing that rate, right? Because you look at it, right. A 10% raise is something that a lot of people aren't getting at their job. If you work a job, you may get a 2%, 3%, 4%, maybe 5% raise. Right? But nobody's really getting a 10%, 20% raise doing the same thing. Right now, if you get a promotion, that's totally different. But a raise doing what you're already doing, that normally doesn't happen. So how do you control growing your money and growing how much you make faster than what traditional jobs do for us, right? And what we teach, and again, what we're talking about today, is to focus on your potato, right? So I always make the analogy, what we do great is our potato. That represents the potato. And everybody likes potatoes in a different way, right? Some people like French fries. Some people like potato chips. Some people like mashed potatoes. Some people like baked potatoes. Some people like hash browns, home fries, right? There's a ton of different types of potatoes out there. But our goal is to serve people the way that they best want the potato. So that's how we are able to, when we talk about making, having multiple streams of income, that's the framework, right? Like you have a potato. And instead of focusing on what I feel people are doing, which is they're trying to start these different businesses, they're trying to, work a job that they may be in the medical industry, and then they want to, do something in this industry where they're doing a part-time job, and then they want to do real estate, and then they want to write a book, and it's like those are a lot of different types of industries. Right? That's not necessarily going to give you the multiple streams that you think you need. What I talk about and what we want you to focus on is doing what you do great just in different areas. So for me, financial education is my potato. So I'm able to serve people differently doing the same thing though, right? Like I'm not doing anything out of my element to generate new money. So when we work with elementary schools, we're teaching them financial education. When we're working with high school seniors, we're teaching them financial education. When we go to colleges, when I do one-on-one coaching, when we write our books, that's all the same thing. It's the potato, but it's being served different ways, right? I'm not telling the elementary school students to buy crypto, right? To listen to Earn Your Leisure. Like, I'm not telling them to do that, right? But I'm teaching them the principles. I'm teaching them the terminology of finances, right? One of our elementary schools that we were just at the other day, right? We were talking about what it means to be an entrepreneur. And some of them didn't know different verbiage when it came to writing contracts, and they didn't know what net profit was, right? These are kids, so we're not expecting them to know that, but we're teaching them and sowing those seeds early, right? So then they can go from elementary to high school already having a financial education foundation. So that's my potato, and I'm serving it differently. So for you, I want to ask you, how do you make money? And how can you make money doing the same thing, just in different avenues, right? Again, you can write a book about what you already go through in your day-to-day career or business and sell that to people that are on the way up. You can sell that to your peers, right? You can create an online course. You can create an ebook, right? If you don't want the, paperback or hardcover, you can do ebooks, right? You can do one-on-one coaching. You can do group coaching, right? A lot of people that are coming up in these colleges, coming up in these high schools, they want to be us. They want their own business. They want to be in the medical field. They want to be in sales, right? They want to be in retail. We can reach back, like we can create programming. There's literally, this is what I tell people all the time. Whatever you're great at, you can literally create a youth after school program around that, right? And whether it's you facilitating the program or paying somebody else to do it, I mean, you can make $250 an hour just teaching kids what you already know, right? You may say you don't like kids. That's on you. I get it, right? But what if you created the framework and hire somebody that likes kids? What if you can do that, right? What if you created the infrastructure and created the lessons and then had somebody else teach them, and they can go into 5 different schools. So out of $250, you pay them $50, you keep $225. Now you're every time they clock in, you making money. And again, it's because you created something based on that potato. That is what I want you to focus on when we go into the new year. And really, every 90 days, we should be thinking about our earning, right? How much money are we making? Is it enough to sustain our current lifestyle? Is it enough to where we can plan and invest in our future lifestyle, right? How much are you saving? How much are you investing? And if that's not the number that you want, then how do you earn enough money to get to that point, right? Because if we look at it, it's 2023. It's so many expenses that we have right now. Unless you're just eliminating them, period, cutting back on them or limiting them. And I'm not talking about overspending, right? That's a whole nother thing. But just the expenses that we have for our lifestyle, it's hard to just cut back on those, right? Like the subscriptions that we have, yeah, we can cut back $15 here, $20 here a month, and that does add up. But what if I can dedicate that same energy, right, an hour, 2 hours every few days to creating a new revenue stream for me, to where now, instead of me just being able to save $50 a month because I cut some expenses, now I'm making an extra $1,000 a month. Now those expenses don't seem too hard, right? They don't seem like too much. And that's what I want us to focus on. And you don't have to be a CEO. You don't have to, start a business, right? It may be you want to get a new job. So now you are literally looking outside of this current company that you work for and seeing what's out there. Negotiate, right? A lot of people are hiring still, and you have to just put yourself in that position to, get looked at, right? Update your LinkedIn, update your resume, like really put yourself out there, because you need to know that you deserve financial success, and ultimately it's up to you to control it. Like nobody's just gonna, like, opportunity typically doesn't fall in our laps, right? It's usually because we are already sowing seeds. We've developed relationships. We've developed credibility in the marketplace. And now, because we sow seeds out there, it's coming to us. But some of the seeds that you can sow right now is getting on LinkedIn. Who's hiring? Who's not? Right? What are the salary that can really change the trajectory of your financial success? And that's what I want you to focus on going into this fourth quarter. Like, if you can't get a new job this quarter, what can you do to position yourself to get a new job in the first quarter of 2024? Right? For us, we're working on, like, I'll be very transparent. One of the things that we're doing right now is we're focusing on the low-hanging fruit just to keep revenue coming in. But our business model that we transform into in 2024 is going to have a different level of focus. And we're going to be focusing on college students and high school seniors. That's what we're going to focus our day-to-day operations on. We want to get it in front of as many college students and high school seniors as possible. That's our goal, right? And then we'll still continue to do the elementary school programming. We'll continue to do, every month I'm still going to be doing the financial empowerment seminars. Like, we're going to be doing those things still, but our focus, because our focus is going to be on who we actually want to serve, the revenue that we get because of that focus is going to grow at least 3 to 4 times as much as what we're currently getting. And our goal is to 10x it, right? So that's what we're working on right now. And I want you to really ask yourself this. Ask this question. What are you really focused on? Are you focused on surviving, or are you focused on thriving? Right? Are you focused on just keeping your needs met, or actually going after your wants? And when you look at your earning, it really shows, again, where you're currently at. But if your goal is to I just want to make an extra $1,000, then that's really just focusing on your needs. But if you 10x it, you want an extra $10,000 a month, that means you got to start asking yourself different questions. How am I using my downtime? Right? In November, I'm not going to be on social media other than YouTube and LinkedIn. Like, I'm taking a month off of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, because those are where I spend most of my time just scrolling and laughing. And I'm cutting it all the way off, because my focus and where I want my earning to be requires me to be a little bit more focused, a little bit more intentional. And it only starts with one day at a time anyway. So I want you to do that, man. I want you to think about, again, how much money do you make now? And then how much money do you want to make next year, right? And what are you going to focus on in order to do that? Are you going to focus on building new relationships? Are you going to focus on, updating and sending out your emails or sending out calls as a business owner? Like, what are you going to focus on, and how are you going to hold yourself accountable on doing that? That's what you got to do, man. And I hope that as you watch this and listen to this, you are understanding that you know what you need to do, right? A lot of us know what we need to do. We just need to do what we know. Do what gets you the results. Focus on income producing activities every single week. There should be some form of income producing activity that you do, whether it's a meeting, whether it's social media, whether it's email marketing, whether it's a networking event. Do something this week. Do something this month that's going to get you closer to that financial breakthrough. All right? So I thank you all for tuning in to this episode. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully it motivated you and inspired you to go forward and being on offense when it comes to our financial success, because it's not just going to happen, right? Even the person that wins the lottery has to play it. So, and a lot of us know what we're going to do with the money, but we still don't play it, right? So, again, if you need help, you can reach out to me, and we can do a financial coaching session, right? You can book that on abundanceuniversity.net. If you need to, get the book, get Money Seeds 30 Financial Principles. If you're a business owner, you need the Business Principles book. It's on there as well. Remember, if you're watching this before October 11th, we are doing our financial empowerment workshop virtually. So you can be anywhere in the world at 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. Sign up at abundanceuniversity.net. It's only $1 or more. Whatever, you can pay $1, you can pay $100. It's up to you, right? Sign up, share that with somebody who you know is looking to get ahead financially, so we can all grow together. All right. So thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Money Mondays podcast. Remember that financial success that happens on purpose, and success does not visit the lazy. God bless.